यो कैसे खान यो भाई चांस भाई कैसे हो? हाँ भाई टाइम पे आना ऑलरेडी है ना, लेट हो चुका हूँ भाई मैं। हाँ लेट हो चुका हूँ। हाँ, ये दिख रही है यार, एक तो यही प्रॉब्लम है ना। हाँ, टाइम से पहले नहीं आओ ना, हमेशा चीजें गलत होती है। और चैट नहीं दिखती है मेरे को। हेलो हेलो, हो क्या यहाँ पे? ठीक है, सब सही है। हाँ ठीक। भाई तो आज है आर्कॉन करने का दिन भाई, वैसे तो प्लानिंग थी अपनी। अ, इससे इतना फर्क तो नहीं पड़ता ना भाई। अ, आगे तो पता है क्या, तुम्हारा जो एक काम करता ना, मैं वो वीडियो ले आता हूँ ना आगे। डिस्कॉर्ड डिस्कॉर्ड खोला है मैंने, खोला। OBS अपना स्कॉर्ड दिख रही है।
歩む道もなりたい姿も全部自分自身で決めるの。
तो
誰も
ऐसा
私に
है
指図なんか
कि
できないわ。
ये जो तुमने शोकेस किया ना, इसमें पता है कितनी गलतियां थी। और आवाज नहीं रखनी है। देखो पहले तो ये तुमने तोड़ा, ठीक है ठीक है। गोरो गोरो मैंने तुम्हें उस दिन भी बताया था, लाइव स्ट्रीम पर अपन जब यूज नहीं कर रहे थे, क्योंकि लैग बहुत कर रहा है। क्या लैग कर रहा है? नहीं नेटवर्क सही है, नेटवर्क सही है। अब मेरे साइड से नहीं है कुछ लैग। वो वीडियो लैग कर रहा था। अब वो जैसी वीडियो भेजी है वैसे ही है यार वो। देखो पहली बात तो ये ना कि ये वीडियो में गोरो का लेवल देखो भाई, लेवल 50 मेरे साइड से। वही लेवल 50 का गोरो पे तुम कितना ही डिफेंस दे दोगे ना। जो गोरो डिफेंस देता है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम उसका 60 क्रिट डैमेज C6 वाला छोड़ के बोल रहा हूँ, वो देता है अपने डिफेंस के ऊपर। तो उसका खुद का जितना डिफेंस होगा उतना ही तो बफ देगा ना, उसके ऊपर कुछ परसेंटेज का बफ देता है। तो ये पहले ये गोरो बेस्ट नहीं है ना, ये ऑलरेडी बहुत बेचारा गोरो है ना। गलत थोड़ा बहुत बफ दे रहा होगा, ऐसा नॉट नेग्लिजिबल टाइप का था, बिल्कुल ही बहुत ही कम बफ। दूसरा ये निंगवांग, ये तो पूरी वेस्ट है इस पूरी गेम प्ले में ना। मैं बताता हूँ कैसे। ये लेवल 50 की है निंगवांग। लेवल 50 का मतलब समझ रहे हो? लेवल 50 का। अब एक तो अच्छा फुल स्क्रीन में खराब हो गया था डिस्कॉर्ड। बताता हूँ। क्या हुआ, ये तुम्हारी निंगवांग है ना, निंगवांग का कोई फायदा नहीं होता जब तक उसका ये पैसिव नहीं खुला हो, समझ रहे हो? जेट स्क्रीन गेन 12%। पहली बात तो 12% जियो डैमेज इसका खोलना पड़ता है लेवल 70 पे, ठीक है। जो तुमने इस वीडियो में स्क्रीन लगा के ट्राई दिया है, वो बस यूं ही है, समझ रहे हो? उसका कुछ बफ मिला नहीं तुम्हें, वो बस ऐसे ही है। उसके लिए तुम्हें पहले खोलना था, इसको लेवल 70 करना पड़ता है, ठीक है। दूसरा, इसका कोई पैसे में कुछ बफ नहीं है, तो वो पूरा वेस्ट है। दूसरा जो मुझे नहीं लगता, जो कि तुमने शोकेस में दिखाया भी नहीं, वो कि तुम्हारे निंगवांग पे वेपन क्या है, ठीक है। और अगर होता भी ये वेपन, क्या बोलते हैं ये टीटीएस वाला, और ये वेपन अगर तुम पे होता भी, तो भी ये वेपन का तुमने बफ, अगर होता भी तो भी तुमने ये सही से यूज नहीं किया ना, क्योंकि वीडियो में तुमने ये करके निंगवांग को ही पहले, वो जेड स्क्रीन से जो पास होता है सिर्फ उसी को बफ मिलता है, तो निंगवांग की जाके निंगवांग की पास हो गई तो उसी को बफ मिला, ठीक है। और उसके बाद निंगवांग पे अगर टीटीएस वाला वेपन होता तो वो मोना को अटैक बफ मिल जाता, तो वो भी वेस्ट हो जाता। तो यहाँ पे पता है ये जो इसने 70 के मारा ना, 72 के, ये पूरा दो दो कैरेक्टर की वजह से मारा है, सिर्फ मोना और चियोरी का अपना डैमेज। समझ रहे हो कैसे वो शोकेस का कोई क्या था।
布を断
मैंने
つに
जब
はハサミを
मैंने जब वो शोकेस देखा तो मैं सोचता रह गया कि ये क्या किया तुमने ना। तो अगर तुमने वो सेम टीम के साथ अगर शोकेस चलानी है तो उसके लिए तुम्हें निंगवांग को लेवल 70 करनी जरूरी है, वरना बफ नहीं मिल रहा। दूसरा, उसको टीटीएस वाला वेपन दो, थ्रिलिंग टेल्स वाला, और उसके बाद जो उसके जेड स्क्रीन होता है उस पे उसके अंदर से चियोरी पास होनी चाहिए तो ही बफ आएगा ना। और दूसरा, वो 12% जियो डैमेज जो है वो कभी भी बेनेट को रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकता, ठीक है। तो वो बेनेट का तीन कितना 2000 अटैक बफ देता है क्या, मे बी कुछ 1800 देता है। इतना अटैक बफ को 12% जियो बोनस कैसे रिप्लेस करेगा।
燃えろへい全力攻撃だ
そこ気をつけなさいはっほっ堂々不意打ちほっ
हाँ समझ गया, वही। नहीं, बढ़िया है, बढ़िया है। तो उस समय मैं ये सोच रहा था कि तुमने शोकेस तो प्रॉपर बढ़िया तरीके से किया ना, पर कर किसके साथ रहे हो, इन सब से क्या होगा, समझ रहे हो। ये था मेरा मेन कंसर्न ये बोलने का।
手が震えた
तो
りはし
ये
ない
लेवल
わ
90 कर दी।
私はその道のプ
तो भाई आपका टीम, नो क्या, मेरा टीम भी ले सकते हो, बट जो तुम टीम चला रहे हो वो भी ले सकते हो। उसमें एक निंगवांग हटा दो, या तो निंगवांग चला रहे हो तो उसको टीटीएस वाला वेपन पकड़ाओ विद गोरो, फिर गोरो हटा दो गोरो, क्योंकि गोरो को तुम डिफेंस भरते रहोगे, प्रॉपर डिफेंस। रुको मैं दिखाता हूँ ना, समझाने का फिर से ट्राई करता हूँ कि जो गोरो है वो डिफेंस वाला बफ हवे में से नहीं दे रहा है, वो अपनी खुद की डिफेंस स्केलिंग पर डिफेंस का बफ देगा ना। तो इसके कॉन्स्टलेशन में भी देखो यही सब होगा। C4 तो हील है ना वो तो, और C6 पूरा डिफरेंट है इसका, ये जो 60 क्रिट डैमेज देता है यहाँ पे ये भी डिफरेंट है, 60 देता है ना, बेस्ड ऑन ब्ला 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 ब्ला। तो वही मेरे ख्याल से ये अपने स्किल और डिफेंस के ऊपर ही बफ दे रहा है। तो जब तक तुम, अगर तुम्हें गोरो का शोकेस करना तो फिर गोरो प्रॉपर बनाना पड़ेगा ना। आज दिन भी है बट मेरे पे रिज्यूम 70 रेट हो गया। हमारा ऑफ पीस क्या है, ओरे बाप रे, कुछ तो क्रेजी ऑफ पीस है ना। अरे वाह भाई,
くらえ。いてえ。みんなは俺が守る。
ファッションは私が定義する。堂々不意打ち。せ気をつけなさい。ほっ
燃えろ。
ファイヤー。ほっ来たよ。どいて。やっほー。はっ
अरे ई करना था, वेस्ट हो जाता है हमेशा। हाँ,
かかったな。
सही। भाई ये इतना
全力攻撃だ。
ड्रामेबाज है ना।
気をつけなさい。はっ絹のような弱さね。いやほっあと何発でしょう。それ
टैलेंट बुक ही नहीं है, टैलेंट बुक तो मेरे पे रेजन है यार।
いい稽古相手になってくれよ。
तुम्हारा अल्ट का लेवल क्या है वैसे? मेरा मेरा उस समय 1.5 लाख मारा था ऑन लेवल 5 ना। तो पता नहीं, और 5 बढ़ा दूंगा तो एक्सपी बुक नहीं। परसों तक पूरा इवेंट आ जाएगा ना, मतलब 466। अपन रेजन ला सकते हैं यार, वो वाला एक शायद फर्निशिंग फॉर्ज और ले ये नहीं होगा। 12 स्टार इन अबिस, ये इसी हफ्ते नहीं कर सकते क्या हम? मेरे ख्याल से ऑलरेडी स्टार्स को काउंट नहीं करता, तो ये नेक्स्ट वाले में हो पाएगा। कंप्लीट चैप्टर 5 कैप्चर 5 जो है वो तो परसों ही हो जाएगा। मैं तो सेव कर रहा हूँ। क्या मैं क्यों सेव करूँ ना, तुम सेव कर रहे हो, वो किस चीज के लिए कर रहे हो वैसे? मेरे को कोई सेव करने की जरूरत नहीं है। फ्रेजाइल रीजन, वही क्यों क्यों किस चीज के लिए सेव कर रहे हो?
星と深淵星と深無事今日の依頼
क्ली आया, अबे क्ली क्ली जब आएगी आएगी यार, क्ली जब आएगी आ जाएगी। अभी कैरेक्टर बिल्ड करके अबिस वगैरह करने पे तो ध्यान दो पहले यार। जो कैरेक्टर है वो बिल्ड नहीं हो रहे, क्ली जो बंदा आया भी नहीं उसके पीछे पड़ गए हैं। यार मेरे को भी जल्द से जल्द इसका टैलेंट कैसे करूँ। लाइट के बुक क्यों नहीं है यार मेरे पे, पता होना चाहिए था मेरे को। क्लीन क्लीन हाँ। इसको ये क्यों लग रहे हैं हैंड गार्ड इसके किस काम की, टैलेंट तो लगते हैं क्या इसके? नहीं, डेवलप में लगे थे नहीं, फिर क्यों लगे इसको? इसके मेन वेपन के लिए लगते होंगे वो, है ना, जो कि मेरे पे है भी नहीं। तभी था वो। ओके ओके ठीक है, शुरू कर दें क्या आर्कॉन पे? चार्ल्स क्या बोलते हो? शुरू करने से पहले पुल भी कर देगा। एक ही पुल है, एक पुल करने से क्या फायदा ना। ठीक है तो फिर आ जाओ, फिर आज तो आर्कॉन शुरू हो रहा है। इसकी टेल जा
少年お姉さん、コメが必要な人を連れてきたよ。
भूल गया था
すっ
जैपनीज है।
ごい人なんだよ。私いっぱい学ばせてもらってるの。
そのことは聞いてるよ。すごい勢いで有名になったって。異邦人なの？
おいらたちは中に来た旅人だ。
いや、コメが必要なのが異邦人だなんて聞いてなかったんだけど。
エンジン様から聞いてないの？
うん。新しい協力者が現れたけど、その人の身の安全を守るためには新しくコメを作らなきゃいけないとしか。コメを作るのはかなり難しいって言ってたから、うちの腕を信用してないのかと思ったんだけど。難しいってそういうことね。
怒ってる？
別にもう慣れっこだしね。ただちょっと
इंग्लिश में ही करते हैं यार, मैं बोलता हूँ ना, कोई नहीं, दो अपने को कम पढ़ना पड़ेगा उसमें। ऐसा अजीब लग रहा है मेरे को आर्कॉन को इसमें। मेरे को 7 घंटे का 14 घंटे लग जाएंगे मेरे को फिर। Pointless to take any
でも頭は分かってるけど、やっぱムカつくわ。異邦人にコメを作ることなんてできない
भाई
って分かってるくせしてさ。
स्किपिंग इज द बेस्ट। पागल होगा, आर्कॉन नहीं स्किप करता है।
知っての通り、コメは
फिर
英雄の
पॉइंट
華
क्या
麗
था?
な
आवाज
新
हो
戦
नहीं
士
हो
を象
अगर
徴し
स्किप
て
करना
る。
था।
受け継がれるたびにそのコメを作るっていうのは誰かの英雄的な功績を記録すること。その人はコメの最初のそうだよ。
旅人の冒険者手帳を見せてもらったけど。
それはナタ以外での経
बड़े
験でしょ。
और भाई ये देख कैसे नीचे देख रही है भाई हमें। और परफॉर्म आउटसाइड ऑफ
それ
नेटलैंड।
はそうだけど。
そういうのはヤガミの国に記録されない。そもそもたとえナタでの経験であっても異邦人のものは記録されないの。大礼に認められない記憶や経験はコメの素材にはなり得ない。どんなにすごい職人でも無から有は生み出せない。そういうこと。
大礼って結構厳しいな。
マービカは誰よりもそれを知ってるはずなのに、それでもコメを作れって言ってきた。
できっこないことを任さ
वैसे
れたって
क्या
ことか。
7 आवर्स का आर्कॉन ऐसे एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ
無理
ना।
ないぜ。
इतना बड़ा तो होगा शायद, कम उससे।
こういうこと
そんな話はいいよ。今はどうやって不可能を可能にするか考えない。
もう納得しちゃうのかよ。
じゃあどうすればいいっていうの？もう決まっちゃったことだし、マービカはエンジン様だよ。そういう要望を出してきたってことは、あいつの計画ではコメが必要不可欠だってことで、うちの腕な
Are
ら
they
なん
able
とかできるって
to
思った
find a
わ
way
け
to
だ。
make
う
it
ちを
happen?
信頼
In
して
other
る
words,
証とも言える。
自分を説得しにかかってるぞ。そうだね。何か方法がないか考えよう。もしできなかったら。
重要なのはどうやって大霊に旅人のことを認めさせて、その子
前に八神の国に行った時、大霊の声が聞こえたよな。ってことは大霊とは交流で、もし大霊に連絡がついたら説得した。
部族にはそれぞれ信仰する大霊がいる。連絡するってなると、どの大霊に連絡すればいいんだろうね。こんなの前代未聞だし、一体の証人だけじゃ足りないかも。はあ、そこについてはうちもよく知らないし、大霊と八神の国に詳しい人に聞いてみないとね。そっちの方向で思いつくのは、ねえ、
Titlali at the master of the blah blah blah.
あ、名前は聞いたことあるぞ。そいつのスピリットストーンのおかげでカチ
Find
ーナ
Kach.
のあんなものが作れるくらいだから、きっとすごいやつなんだよな。
でもシトラリは結構年がいってるし、変わった性格なんだよね。いつも家に
Older
閉じこ
ना
もっ
उसे
てて
क्या लगा, वो
邪魔
बुढ़िया
された
है.
くないっぽいし、会うのはなかなか難しいと思う。
She's constantly holed up in her room.
それに彼女のご機嫌を取
भाई
らなければ
चिटलाले की एज
助けて
कितनी
もらえ
है?
ないかもしれないって聞いたし。
それは。
どういうこと？一回助けてくれたんじゃないの？
その代償としてスピリットストーンは一つ。
やってくれるよ、マービカ。それならマービカからの重要な命令って体で言って、シトラリがエンジン様の顔を立ててくれることを願うしかないね。手紙はうちが書くよ。手紙の内容もそうだけど、届けてくれる人も取り持ってくれるような人。
じゃあキーニチお兄さんに頼もう。キーニチお兄さんは状況を一番よく分かってくれ。キーニチ、アハウをちゃんと閉じ込めて。
いい案だね。キーニチは交渉に長けてるし。
よし、じゃあ今すぐ
手紙を書いてくるからちょっと待ってて。後で七天神。
じゃあ適当に
No भाई, time.
Right here.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
जो मान भाई कैसे हो? भैया कितने सब डीपीएस निकालोगे? सपोर्ट भी निकाल लिया करो. सपोर्ट ऑलरेडी मेरे पे सपोर्ट ज़्यादा है, सच बताऊं मेरे पे सपोर्ट ज़्यादा है, मेरे पे डीपीएस कम है. और क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है मैं डीपीएस निकालूं, सब डीपीएस निकालूं या हीलर या कुछ निकालूं? ऑलरेडी मैंने सब कुछ कर लिया है ना गेम में. कुछ नहीं है मेरे लिए गेम में ऐसा कि कुछ दिक्कत हो रही है मेरे को, मुझे ये कैरेक्टर नहीं निकालने चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है मेरे को, समझ रहे हो? दिखाओ लाइक 1 मिलियन प्लस ज्योरी के साथ. लेवल अप होने दो, लेवल 10 कर दो, अपन मार देंगे. ज्योरी के साथ 1 मिलियन मारने क्या है? वन मिलियन पता नहीं, देखते हैं, बट मेरे ख्याल से 800 के तो हम मार देंगे इजीली. बाकी क्या पता 1 मिलियन से ऊपर ही बजाए, देखते हैं। अभी लेवल टैलेंट कम है रेजन नेम पे, प्लस ये आर्कॉन को इसमें आवाज नहीं है। As well as the current situation.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such
आपके
a
पास
bleak
नाविया है?
reality.
हाँ है, वो लोकल है हाँ, बट अभी भी 1 मिलियन मारना है भाई, लेवल 5 टैलेंट पे तो भी होगा। 500 piece of intel to share we have already defend the person who rescued the captain in the stadium. His name is Oro. Also he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness instead away from the rest of his life. That's why at this point. No one heard from God.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
सीट लाली, ओके ठीक है, सीट लाली प्रोनाउंसिएशन मिल गई है अपने को। कितने डैमेज मारते हो नाव्य से? मुझे लगता है एवरी हिट 500 के प्लस। 500 के प्लस विदाउट C2 कैसे मारेंगे भाई, मेरे को भी बताओ जरा।
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations,
बिना
they're
किसी
already a
डोमेन के
pretty
बफ
strange
के
bunch to most.
एवरी हिट 500 के पॉसिबल नहीं है भाई। मान भाई कुछ भी मत बोलो। गिवन नंबर
I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
भाई 500 के प्लस मार के लिए कैरेक्टर को C2 करना होता है क्या? नहीं, कैरेक्टर के कॉन्स्टलेशंस पे डिपेंड करता है कि उनका डैमेज कितना बफ होगा। जो नाविया है वो उसका नॉर्मल डैमेज शुरू होता है 80 के से, ठीक है, वो भी F2P वेपन पे। मेरे ख्याल से 72 ले लेते हैं, 72 के से शुरू होता है विद सारे प्रॉपर टीम बफ और विदाउट फूड, ठीक है, खाने के बिना वो 2 लाख तक मार देती है, और विद उसका सिग्नेचर 2,30,000 तक बच जाएगा, 2,30,000 या 2,40,000 तक। और तुम विद खाना वाना खा लोगे तो फिर वो 5 लाख तक जाता है। ऐसे हवे में 5 लाख नहीं मार रहा है कोई कैरेक्टर भाई। C0 आर्लेकिनो मार देता है अगर खतरनाक कुछ भी नहीं। तुम कितना खतरनाक बिल्ड कर लो, आर्लेकिनो C0 5 लाख नहीं मारता भाई। पहले अपने चेक करके आओ भाई, ऐसे हवे में बातें मत करो। प्लस मैं आर्कॉन कर रहा हूँ तो ये चैट थोड़ा सा आर्कॉन पे ज्यादा ध्यान है मेरा। प्लस ये आवाज नहीं है यार ये वाली आर्कॉन पे। शिलाल इज प्रॉब्ली ईगर टू प्रूव द ओरन हैज betrayed his people. A plan to use this leverage.
Huh.
ठीक है।
So, if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
मेरा तो हाईएस्ट 200 के मार रही है। हाँ वो क्योंकि तुम पे वेपन नहीं है ना, तुम वो इवेंट वाला चला रहे हो। 500 के आर्लेकिनो ऐसी मार देती है भाई, हलवा नहीं है भाई कि कर दिया, ऐसे ही नहीं होता। विद डोमेन बफ होगा या तो खाना खाया होगा या तो तुम किसी उस वीकली बॉस पे गए होगे। मुझे क्या, मैं तो नूब हूँ मुझे क्या, मैं नूब हूँ। तुम टाइम वेस्ट भी कर रहे हो लोगों का, पता है। हाँ, ऐसे बातें करके, ऐसे बातें फिर आगे जाके लोग इग्नोर करते हैं, पता है। डैमेज का क्या करोगे, नॉर्मल स्टोरी एंजॉय करो। मैं क्या कर रहा था इधर, यो इंस्टांटेड भाई, ओयो भाई, फिर से ओयो भाई। आवाज नहीं है यार, बट अपन पढ़ रहे हैं। Even though I don't think Chidlal is the kind of person to turn down an order from Pyroaka, working together with us may help us focus on all this. ठीक है।
Yeah. Plus, we kind of owe her one anyway to make up for breaking.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Pokanich.
लगता है भैया को ओयो पसंद है इसलिए ओयो लिख रहे हैं। भैया को तो नहीं पसंद, जिसने
Then,
लिखा है उसको
here,
पसंद है
I'll
वो.
leave my letter to you. Let's hope Seat Lolly.
Let's head down right. Take on.
Okay, then let's part ways for now.
दो दिन चक्री घुमा दो भाई. आपका हाईएस्ट डैमेज कितना है? मेरा 2,06,00,000 शायद ऐसे ही है. 2,06,00,000 है मेरा हाईएस्ट. नाव्या से ही लगा था वो भी. नहीं 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 नहीं, गलत बोल दिया. नाव्या से नहीं लगा था. नाव्या से 1,08,00,000 की लगा था. मुलानी से 2 मिलियन. कैसे? अभी कैसे नहीं, अभी तुम ज्यादा चालाक हो ना, सोचते बैठो. ये तो एक ऐसी जस्ट कि मैं बकवास नहीं कर रहा हूँ, तो एक बार ही दिखा भी देता हूँ. ठीक है. 2,05,00,000 फोटो लेके रख लो. C6 है क्या? नहीं नहीं, C0 भाई, C0. दिखा दो, वो भी दिखा देता. ये देखो C0, और मैंने मुलानी से मानता वो भी C0. ठीक है. EMF, अरे तुम्हें पता है ना स्टार एंटिटी, उसको नहीं पता. वो बंदा कह रहा था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले, हार्लेकिनो से 5 लाख नॉर्मल मारता हूँ. हेलो हेलो भाई, इमोजी वाले बंदे. हेलो हेलो. मुलानी से, हाँ मुलानी से.
Oh, hi, traveling
उससे ज्यादा
pilot.
पॉसिबल है. 5-6 लाख पॉसिबल है.
I have bad news. Seat Lolly did not reply to our request.
Although I suspect.
You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go.
मुलानी तो ओपी निकाली भी है भाई. ओपी की बात नहीं है, बात ये है कि कैरेक्टर वो लेने चाहिए जो तुम्हें बेनिफिट करे, और एक बार ही तुम्हारा सब कुछ खत्म हो जाए तब कौन सोचता है कैरेक्टर निकालने से पहले. समझ रहे हो? अभी मैं वो स्टेज पे हूँ जब मेरे को फर्क नहीं पड़ता मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ ना गेम में. मैं प्रीमो कहीं उड़ा देता हूँ बिना सोचे समझे.
Paimon doesn't see anybody.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier. But the only thing is that she often has very high expectations.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
सुन लिया भाई उसने. और रिव्यू वगैरह मैं करता हूँ जैसे फ्री होऊंगा, है ना. और मैं सारी चैटें पढ़ रहा हूँ, बस मैं जब वो लोग बोल रहे होते हैं तब मैं रिप्लाई नहीं देता.
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
भाई ये बुढ़िया तो नहीं लग रही है जैसे डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया था.
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my butt.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid.
यो स्पीड बाय वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। कर रहे हैं सबका रिव्यू करेंगे जैसे ही निकलूंगा मैं इससे।
Oh, wipe that look off your face. You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
पता है मैं भी पूछता हूँ लड़कियों से उनकी एज यार। वैसे मुंह पे।
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well...
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood. But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation.
Awkward हो गया भाई।
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Things on
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to...
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an...
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mauika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name.
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me...
check up।
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. O weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe pass. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo!
Wait.
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back,
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the...
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Hoyolab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the...
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to...
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation.
Yep, we'll be sure to...
Alright, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait early because I decided to swing by Auroron's place. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, and interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his...
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphid? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course, since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But...
You can count on us!
Alright, then let's start by heading to where...
भाई बहुत सारा इन्फो है एकदम से ना, मैं तो बस पढ़ते ही रह गया। किसी की रिव्यू थी, हाँ भाई, और डियर शिलोनिन एंड मुलानी देखो के 85179 यस 60 बार सो भाई, क्रेजी बंदा है वो तुम तो। विद वर्डिक्ट, नाइस एम्बलम और C1 है अभी, C1 C2 तो चाहिए रहता है। बिल्ड अच्छा है, बाकी डैमेज तो C3 के बाद से ही क्रेजी होता है। 30,000 HP भी है, बिल्ड तो मस्त कर रखा है। ऊपर से बिना फ्लावर पे और एक्स्ट्रा HP है भी नहीं, मतलब और ऑफ पीस है तो और बेटर ही हो गए। क्रिट डैमेज, क्रिट 14 HP भाई, क्रेजी पीस। पायरो 1159 भाई, ये क्या सारे दिया पीसेस है क्या? ER का सैंड है, उसके बाद भी 30,000 HP मैनेज किया तुमने। 27 से भाई फुल अटैक HP पीसेस। वर्डिक्ट था, टैलेंट 99। ओके शिलोनिन 3600 डिफेंस और सेंडर सेटी चल रही है ऑन F2P, अपना फ्लूटेड पेंसिल वाला वेपन और 1010। नाइस 197 ER भी मैनेज किया है। नाइस, अरे अच्छी बिल्ड है भी। बाकी देखना पड़ेगा ना अभी कुछ टाइम में शिलोनिन का एवरेज डिफेंस क्या है और अबव एवरेज डिफेंस कितना होता है, वो तो टाइम ही बताएगा ना थोड़ा। सर्फ सिग्नेचर नाइस, ऑब्सिडियन नाइस, C0 ओके, 10 9 ओके फुल नॉर्मल अटैक 19.5 मतलब ओके HP नहीं है और 6 का रेट ओके, ये भी डिसेंट पीस। 14 उस पे हो गया था। 27 क्रिट डैमेज, पता है ऐसा सेम है मेरे पे, मेरे ख्याल से हमारा ये दोनों पीस सेम है। रुको अपन चेक कराता हूँ ना, ये गॉबलेट मेरे पे भी ऐसे ही गॉबलेट है। इस पे सिर्फ डैमेज है सैंड में ना, HP और EM 21.7 मतलब अभी ऑब्सिडियन के और इम्प्रूव होंगे। स्टैट क्या थे 283-43। अच्छा तो वेपन ने थोड़ा कैरी कर रखा है ना, वरना अगर तुम्हारे अच्छे पीस आएंगे तो 300 के ऊपर जा रहा है ये। यूटा भाई ये लो कैसे हो? अच्छा आर्कॉन कर रहे हैं आज, कौन से एक्ट पे? अभी शुरू ही किया, जस्ट शुरू किया। मेरी मुलानी का भी कहाँ है मुलानी मेरे? डिफरेंट पीस है बट ये देखो 27 की डैमेज। तुम्हारा थोड़ा ज्यादा ईएम था उसपे। म्यू ट्राई टू गेट सिग्नेचर एंड गॉड फ्रीडम। अरे भाई बेटर है वो, फ्रीडम सॉन बेटर है। सर्फ अब तुम क्या सिर्फ मुलानी पे चलाओगे ना? फ्रीडम सॉन भाई, बल्कि ऐसा सोचो फ्यूचर का तुम्हारा हैसल जो फ्रीडम सॉन लेना था वो बच गया। ऑलमोस्ट सेम पीस, हाँ ऑलमोस्ट सेम पीस। आई डोंट, अरे अबिस हो गया।
This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him. Or perhaps trying to. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that he learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh. Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally here. Get.
फिजिकल हो रहा है।
Huh? How about now?
What do you see?
वो अब नेचुरल विजन भूल गया भाई हमारा।
Oh, Paimon can see it now.
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you.
टेम्परेरी
For a
है।
short while, you'll be able to see the
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than when I held your hand just now. I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track.
Over here, this way! See, Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. Or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Don't tell me.
Huh? Was that? See, Lolly's.
वो हमें उसकी आवाज भी आ रही है भाई मन की।
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there. Yep. Judging Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people.
Wait. The phlogiston. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find... leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably... if they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him... no. I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No.
ग्रैंडसन, बाप रे क्या बुढ़िया ही है भाई ये.
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense.
It's about time that little brat said something. There are signs of us, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support...
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave...
Given there are two signals leading from here, I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Auroron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well.
And off she goes! Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Seat Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing! Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special... If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first... Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead. Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from... That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these, but he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all the...
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth. I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire. I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. His soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to him.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Grain.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground?
See, Lolly! He froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry, we can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. See, Lolly should be able to, exercise.
A seasoned traveler must know the importance of not pushing yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just... In any case, let's take a bit more Need to be more
Feeling better yet, traveler?
All right, let's get ready. I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is...
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not, but if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when... Look over there.
Huh? I don't think she sees someone in the middle of the cave.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the...
All right, we'll take the lead.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun. Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper.
Are you ready? On my... Still trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against!
Lend me a hand. Watch out!
Everybody stand back!
Get back!
Scatter!
Coming at ya! Hiya! Watch out! Attack!
Let's go, Tomato.
Here ya! Coming at ya!
Miscalculated.
Auroron!
Granny!
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Lead, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually.
And greetings to you too. Gramps?
What did you just call him?
Gramps? Is that not right? You're Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you've got to...
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling every...
Oh, wait. He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding? Oh. Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warn.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore them. I always knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they—
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time at— They didn't hurt you.
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with—
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic.
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated— Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the
How exactly did the masters raise this guy?
Oh.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe...
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's...
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from...
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the speaker's chamber as soon as you've reached...
I understand. Thank you. And thank you...
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about... Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient...
Oh, thank you!
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while... Come with me, Auroron.
Goodbye, Gramps.
We're finally done. Alright, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it? What? That captain? Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in... Oh, that Auroron. What is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have all that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the Fatui when he's actually been a willing accomplice. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just... Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please. What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people.
I'm terribly sorry. It's just...
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you...
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my... If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's...
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to... My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the... We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
I knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
See, Lolly! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by...
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are...
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right...
Wait, see, Lolly! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Aurora. In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this... No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you, and you've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing.
Why is he staring at us all?
I'm sorry that you have to hear all this. Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like you say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me? Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables!
Who's Aoife?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get Auroron. If you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like...
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Couldn't he have picked up something more little brat? That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. He's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely—
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Sweet Lolly.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Right here.
Huh?
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other.
But Paimon only sees one.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be.
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Sitlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Wait, so you call her—
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny. I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are—
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me.
Sweet Lolly? Sweet Lolly?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley.
Are you still with us, Sweet Lolly?
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brat. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really?
Granny Sweet Lolly, you're not a
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule. Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering...
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Master's?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within... Huh? Traveler?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on!
Phew.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up. Not once.
Are you feeling okay? Want to take a quick walk and get some...
There's so much that I want to say.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your...
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it!
Actually?
Huh?
Yeah...
So... you heard...
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and seeds.
So that,
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something... Take a walk with me.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Well, great view, right?
Wow, it's beautiful! Oh no, what do we do? Please don't...
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. Let's just have a casual conversation.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person...
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler, and you're right. I don't usually... I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her.
Well, You are powerful.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. And what about you?
We don't find you scary at all.
Huh. That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never be- not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks if he was—
Yes, but Mawika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Auroran and me. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, the reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and no one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now, you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls, the ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the
Wait! What?
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with Layla. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owed—
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroran. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to— you don't look so good, Sweet Lolly. Maybe you—
probably drank too much. It's okay. Okay. You've helped me so much already.
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about—
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroran Auron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to... But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning.
भाई चिटलाले पूरी वेंटी है भाई। वेंटी का दोस्त मिल गया हम लोगों को।
Why is it so noisy outside? Pirates still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
Ah, you're already here. I was.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the...
Let's not bring up last night. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the war. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. The stadium could always use more manpower. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept, but I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. Thank you. All right.
She left in a hurry. This, oh, looks like a lot of people are heading...
वैलो खेलता था।
Traveler over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
टाइम हो गया खेले हुए वैलो में को 1 महीने 2-3 महीने।
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with... Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills. Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same for the adventurers. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need...
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe...
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go? I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can... What about you guys? We could go together. Yeah, that does sound important. Nope. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run.
That would be pretty great, actually.
It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for...
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances.
Koichi, do we really have to do this?
It's alright. She's... Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlan are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes.
What?
बस बात ही टॉपिक इतना क्रेजी देते ना ट्रैवलर।
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, But there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against a...
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk. But after weighing our options, Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst. Having a contingency plan is our duty. Not just to the people of Natlan, but to... Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned...
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that... Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me. Even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like... As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you...
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front line. Oh, now you doubt my strength. That hurts, Traveler. If we had time to spar... Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation... I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against... Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crime.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join...
बहुत बाकी है नेटलैंड का 4th पॉइंट का कॉन्क्वेस्ट का। अरे माय अकाउंट रिव्यू स्लेयर भाई दो यूआईडी दो।
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as
We'll go together.
वेट करूं क्या? वेट कर सकता हूँ अगर मैसेज आ गया टाइम पे तो, वरना चले जाएंगे। सॉरी ब्रो आई एम ह्यूमन। भाई वेट मैसेज नहीं आ रहा है। आ गया यूआईडी आ गई भाई। 89568734 क्लियर। भाई हिडन है, हिडन को क्या रिव्यू करूँ मैं भी तो क्या पे दोस्त की आईडी, क्योंकि मैं तो अभी 30 का
Stay
रिव्यू
safe.
कर
We've got
दूंगा।
this.
दे दो। अ, अ, दे दो यूआईडी दे दो जल्दी से, वरना आगे बंदे मर जाएंगे मेरा। अपन वेट कर सकते हैं 2 सेकंड। जो टाइम लगेगा तो नेक्स्ट कट सीन में करते हैं। भाई अपने को सारे ट्रायल कैरेक्टर मिले हैं भाई विद ट्रैवलर। 2 सेकंड वेट कर रहा हूँ फिर मैं। 2 सेकंड। भाई अभी तक आर्कन क्वेस्ट तो इंफॉर्मेशन से ज्यादा कम्युनिटी है भाई। क्या कर रही है भाई? ठीक है सा भाई, फुल पियक्कड़ भाई। और किसने एक्सपेक्ट किया था वो लोग उसको ग्रैनी बोलेंगे? उसका कैरेक्टर डिजाइन ग्रैनी वाला है भी नहीं। नो ब्रो यार 58 लेवल पे प्लीज हेल्प मी इन डोमेन। भाई तुम्हारे दोस्त को हेल्प चाहिए बताओ, मैं कर दिया करूंगा। सारे कर देते हैं जल्दी। क्विक रिव्यू भाई 36,000 HP नाइस विद विट से तो F2P C1 लॉन्गली नहीं है मतलब ठीक है। 100 DM नाइस 255 44 अच्छा है। विट से थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम दे देता है कभी कभी, क्योंकि उसके 2 बफ जो होते हैं वेस्ट होते हैं ना, एक अटैक वाला एक EM वाला। EM वाला क्यों? क्योंकि अगर तुम वेव टीम नहीं चला रहे, मोनो हाइड्रो चला रहे हो तो। बाकी प्रोटोटाइप एम्बर कंसिस्टेंटली ज़्यादा बेटर होता है, बट विट से ज़्यादा डैमेज देता है अगर सही बफ हो तो। नेक्स्ट पूरी 28,000 HP कम है। फिशिंग वेपन R5 था ना, R5 था नहीं, सही सेट है। C0 ओके 10 ठीक है प्रॉपर है। HP थोड़ी कम है, मैं ER का सैंड दे रखा है क्योंकि ये रेट अच्छा है। डैमेज वगैरह थोड़ा ER का सैंड्स नहीं दिया है, मतलब बिल्ड अच्छा। अटैक का गॉबलेट दिया है तभी उसको बोले HP का गॉबलेट दे। ये मेरे ख्याल से सेट कंप्लीट करने के लिए ऐसे किया है तुम्हारे दोस्त ने। वे सिग्नेचर 5 मेहनती लड़का है भाई। C1 है नाइस प्रॉपर रिडन कर रहा है, बिल्ड C3 तक जाएगा। 56 रेट थोड़ा कम है अभी, बिल्ड में हो रहा होगा। 8-9 है यूआईडी तो नया प्लेयर ही होगा ठीक है। वही सेट्स अच्छे नहीं आए हैं, हो जाएगा। 964 EM VV वेपन क्या है? आयरन स्टिंग, उसको बोलो जी फोर्स करके एक वेपन आता है वो मस्त है। 9-10 ओके, इतना जरूरी नहीं होता है बट ठीक है। 120 ER थोड़ा कम है, वो जी फोर्स वाला वेपन दे तो ER का प्रॉब्लम सही हो जाएगा उसको अगर वो बोले। फुल सपोर्ट नहीं डा, अरे सेट नहीं है सेट भाई। डीप वुड बहुत जरूरी है, उसको बोलना डीप वुड वाला नहीं डा को दे, बहुत जरूरी सेट होता है वो। बाकी ये सब तो स्किल वगैरह प्योरिटी वगैरह उसको पता है। हाँ बाकी क्रिट वगैरह बिल्ड नहीं है उसका, फुल EM बिल्ड है। HP नाइस। स्काईवॉर्ड हाँ भाई हेल्प नहीं करता है इसकी कुछ भी, उससे अच्छा है तुम उसको फेवोनियस या सैक्रिफिशियल चला दो। स्काईवॉर्ड हार्प से स्टैट्स के लिए दे रहा है तुम्हारा दोस्त, वो अच्छा नहीं है। ER EC0 है ना, हाँ वो अच्छी नहीं है। ये वेपन भी अच्छा नहीं है, उससे बेटर है फेवोनियस पे मारे के। यो भाई एक्सप्लेन लवर अपन आर्कॉन कर रहे हैं अभी, क्विक रिव्यू चल रहा है। लॉस्ट प्रेयर नाइस स्पीड मिलता है, रेट वाला वेपन है उसका, सिग्नेचर भी रेट है। ट्रिपल क्राउन अच्छा लगता है राइज लेवल में वो। 124 226 और बेटर हो सकता था। फुल रेट 33 रेट आता है ना इस वेपन से, तो डैमेज कम है पीसों में। किस डैमेज है इसमें? 14 डैमेज। डैमेज इतना है फिर भी कम ही है यार, बट ठीक है अच्छा राइज लिया। 2100 अटैक, अच्छा अटैक है भाई। स्काई स्पाइन पे कर रहा है बंदा। डबल 2 सेट, अल्ट 8 का ही है। शाओ ठीक है, प्रॉपर सेट होता तो और बढ़िया था। बाकी वेपन इतना बेटर नहीं है इसके लिए। अटैक्स नॉर्मल अटैक स्पीड प्लंज में कहाँ ही बेनिफिट देगा ना। बेसिक ये तो नहीं बिल्ड करी। और ये ठीक है। मेरी रेडन 100k मारती है। नाइस। एज F2P 100k गोल होता है भाई हर F2P रेडन का। कॉन्सलेशन है क्या? नहीं। C0 कैच के साथ कैच R5 पे 100k हो जाता है, वही प्रॉपर है वो। 100k हो जाता है। 120 तक मैक्स कर सकते हैं 8C0।
Hear the echoes of the valley. Bring it.
Let's shred, Sharky! Carving waves! Surf's up! Woohoo! Surf's up! Nate right here! Drilling down!
अरे मैं भूल जाता हूँ मेरे कैरेक्टर नहीं है। मेरे पे तो शिलगन भी नहीं है। लॉन है क्यों बोल रहा है ऐसे? क्रिट नहीं कर रही क्या? कर रही है, कम डैमेज है उसका। स्लेयर को मेरी रेडन दिखाओ। स्लेयर को मेरी रेडन UID लिखी है तुमने? स्लेयर तो भाई कम खेलता है, वो मेरा दोस्त है, वो मजाक कर रहा है चैट में बैठ के।
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the abyss isn't after
बर्स्ट
Mora.
फिक्स्ड।
That should be
नाइस,
the
अरे
last
फिक्स
abyssal
कर दिया तो।
pylon near the Children of Echoes.
बहुत अल्ट मिस होता था भाई उसका,
By the way,
बहुत।
where's Seat Lolly? I
I
thought
thought
she
she
would.
would
The
come with me.
Masters of the Nightwind also got attacked, so she
She
went
went
back
back
to
and
help.
took you.
That makes sense. The attacks are more. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk.
तुम लोगों ने कर लिया ना आर्कॉन? गद्दारी कर बे। बिल्कुल गद्दारी तो कर रहे हैं भाई। ये देखो अपन प्रूफ करते हैं मेरे पास। ये देखो अपना स्लेयर। ये देखो 27 दिन से ऑफलाइन देख रहे हो, ये है स्लेयर।
Right here!
धोती तो नहीं खोल रहा है कोई? नहीं। अब तो ही लिखना पड़ेगा ना।
Looks like a few
भूल गया
people were
टीम।
hurt after all.
अभी मिस किया है ना
Should've
भाई
got here
टीम
sooner.
के साथ में।
The abyss threw a
पता
lot
नहीं, पता
at
नहीं।
us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors and...
नेशनल तो नहीं है भाई। कचीना की आवाज नहीं है यार, ये कुछ बढ़िया बोलेगी, मैं स्किप कर दूंगा। स्लीपिंग वाज बेटर, pretty uncomfortable.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same
सोलो
way.
कैरी
We've managed to keep it a secret all this
भाई।
time, but
सपोर्ट
more and more
लोग
people are
सोलो नहीं करते।
realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep
Keep
pushing,
pushing
everyone.
everyone.
You
चलो
really are
भाई।
an eternal optimist, Mualani. You will...
Why, thank you.
भाई
I guess it's one of my better
किसी ने पायरा
qualities.
आर्कन के लीक देखे? कोई कह रहा है वो हवे में उड़ भागेगी भाई। हवे में भी भागेगी, मतलब पानी और लावा पे तो ठीक
So,
ही था।
specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution, but honestly, if he has the same information as
We talked to Malika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked...
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life.
सारे आर्कॉन मैं अभी करूंगा का गारंटी तो मैं नहीं दे सकता, बट प्लान यही था कि अपन आज में करेंगे। बट मेरे ख्याल से मेरे को 8 बजे जाना है ना कहीं, तो मे बी मैं से थोड़ा सा पहले उठ जाऊं। बट प्लान था अगर देखो 7-8 बजे तक हो जाता है तो 7-8 बजे से मतलब जब तक मेरे को बुलाए नहीं घर वाले तब तक मैं इधर ही हूँ। बट बहुत बड़ा क्वेस्ट है ये। हेलो भाई प्रोटेक्टर भाई, कैसे हो? पायरो शायद उस पे क्या?
When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything back.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing...
Let's head back then. Malika said her in touch with how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give some...
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get...
I was just about to ask. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle.
Any issue to register right away shouldn't be taken now. Everyone looking for
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go. You got it. Alright. See you all later.
Oh, you bitch!
भाई कचीना की इंग्लिश वे बहुत अच्छी है बट वो नल्ली निकला। प्रोटेस्ट अच्छी सही बात के लिए ले रहे हैं वैसे वो। एआई वॉइस का क्रेडिट नहीं मिल रहा है तो थोड़ा गलत बात है। किसी को पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे उसके साइड पे तो थोड़ा तो गलत है। बाकी भाई प्रोटेक्टर भाई कर लिया कौन तुमने? कुछ तो देख रहा था डिस्कॉर्ड पे ग्राइंड दे रहे थे।
Malika! Oh, Chaska and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided...
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
यार कौन वैसे ही 7-8 घंटे गए तो 11 घंटे तो थोड़ा नॉर्मल है भाई।
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers.
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be? Let's keep observing for...
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
ऊपर वाला चैट कौन सा? वो पायरो शायद सब पे बैठेगी क्या? मैं समझा नहीं वो वाला मैसेज। उससे नीचे वाला तो इमोजी है तो।
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved.
Oh, okay.
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a
Got it.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that...
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui.
It's too early to say.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
भाई तुम पोगो देखो। ठीक है भाई, कुछ तो गलत सोच। ठीक है यार, समझ नहीं आ रहा मेरे को। क्लियर भाई बताओ ना क्या लिखा है ये एक्सप्लेन लेवर का ऊपर।
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no, you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
Slayer है नहीं शायद. Hello, Slayer.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe.
All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. Now. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
भाई ये थोड़ा डिफरेंट है नॉर्मल से. भाई स्लेयर लग रहा है अब तेरे को मेरे को दोनों को पोगो देखना पड़ेगा ना. वो चला गया.
I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
आज मोड नहीं आया नहीं. R1 लिखा है बंदे ने देख पहली बार.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal.
एक मोड तो बेचारा थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है ना उसका मेडिकल सीन है और एक मोड का मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है वो क्या करना है ना. तो मे बी एक की नौकरी खा के दूसरे को देनी पड़ेगी मुझे.
Time to move. Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
वही सच लिख दिया किसी ने चैट में.
I made it! Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing? I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance.
ड्रीम सही है भाई, ये गंदा स्लोडिंग मत भेजो.
Come get me, Chaska. I hope she
किसी
gets
का
this
नेट
hand
नहीं चल
slow.
रहा है भाई.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It's
भाई इतना मेहनत करा इन्होंने, इनको मिलेगा क्या ऐसा?
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. More time we waste.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're...
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natlan don't know how to use it.
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get
back. Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to...
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
हेलो भाई अबीर, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. 100 सब्सक्राइब पे क्या मिलेगा भाई? क्या चाहते हो तुम?
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something.
वेलकिन कर देंगे तो फिर. बट फिर तुम जानते हो वेलकिन फिर 100 सब्सक्राइबर वाला वेलकिन थोड़ा गिव अवे टाइप का होगा, चांसेस कम होते हैं. तो उसके लिए कुछ बेटर स्कीम निकालनी पड़ेगी मेरे को, समझो, जिसमें जो पार्ट ले उनमें समझो. वेलकिन अभी तुम्हें क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है कि तुम्हें ही मिलेगा वो, तो कुछ बेटर स्कीम निकालनी पड़ेगी.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
मुझे दे देना बस, बाकी का मुझे नहीं पता. तो तुम बोलना चाह रहे हो कि 100 सब्सक्राइबर क्या थैंक्स तो मैं अकेले को ही दे दूं? मैं यार ये तो गलत बात हुई ना.
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the station.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right?
You've done very well.
भाई आप तो
I can
सेल्फिश
make a
निकले
comment on
भाई.
knowing your limits, but it's not my
सेल्फिश क्या?
I know. I'm already reflecting on my act.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us.
I have no idea.
भाई
But it's
मेरे
safe to
5
assume the
अकाउंट
device
से
could serve a
तुम्हारे
similar purpose to the
सब्सक्राइबर
Gnosis.
करके रखूं. अरे बाप रे, क्रेजी रे सही में.
Shilonen, I need you to gather every
क्या
scholar
मतलब
in
5
Natlan
सब्सक्राइबर
familiar
कम
with
हो
the
जाएंगे
secret
100 के
source.
बाद एक वेलकन लेते ही.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my
नहीं
own
होगा.
as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with
अपन
the others.
मैं ना उसी बात पे सोच रहा हूँ इन दिनों ना 100 पे गिव अवे अपन किस तरह से करें.
My patience.
तो तो काम चल
That's
रहा है
so
उस पे।
nice of them.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our
अभी तो
duty
थोड़ा
for
दूर है
Natlan.
और हमारी प्रोग्रेस थोड़ी
I should
स्लो
take
है।
Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
मैं अभी तुम्हारा भाई, वैसे तो फिर मैं भी अपने घर वालों से सब्सक्राइब करा के दोस्तों में बांट सकता हूँ ना, बट मैंने ऐसे अभी तक करा नहीं है क्योंकि फिर जो देखेगा ही नहीं उसको देख के कोई फायदा नहीं है।
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be
वैसा मैं
shy.
प्रेफर नहीं करता यार वैसे करना।
I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn
सही है।
anything, you'll be the first to know.
मतलब यार ये
Yummy snack!
तुम नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर क्या लेना चाहते हो भाई? थोड़ी अपनी स्टोरी बताओ भाई, अपन थोड़ा अलग भी इंस्पायर होंगे तुम्हारी स्टोरी से, तो मे बी मैं तुम्हारे लिए एक एक्स्ट्रा ऐड करके सिर्फ तुम्हें दे दूं, समझ रहे हो? स्टोरी बताओ भाई। और स्लेयर भाई नहीं, स्लेयर भाई दोगला है भाई, वो मेरे का काटेगा नहीं। कोई और बंदा मुरासाकी नहीं है ना यार, आज चैट में मुरासाकी को काम देता है। चल भाई चल तो ही ठीक है। अबीर भाई की स्टोरी जज करके बता कि इतनी इंस्पायरिंग लगी देखो, ठीक है?
I'm taking Koichi home. With our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
गिव अवे के 100 व्यू, क्योंकि भाई मेरा ही तो मुझे पता है वो बहुत अच्छी। देखो अभी अगले 10 मिनट तुम्हारे है ना बीर भाई, लिख दो जो लिख सकते हो।
Hey,
मैं सारे साथ
it's
में
not
पढ़
like
दूंगा।
I'm some kind of prisoner.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
स्लेयर नहीं तू नहीं है जज भाई। तेरे एक मैसेज से मेरे 5 व्यूअर ऐसे 2 सेकंड में भाग गए अभी जस्ट, तेरे को पता है? ऐसे 9 की वॉचिंग थी, तूने लिखा वो कितने सेल्फिश हो, और एकदम से 5 कम हो गए भाई। तो तू नहीं चार्ल्स को रहने दे, वो रोज रहता है, वो लाइव स्ट्रीम शुरू होने से पहले ही आ जाता है।
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Charles
On the
है,
off
अच्छा
chance
बंदा।
something like that works, but I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need. No, I guess you're right. But I don't have to like...
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and cons.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when...
That's just not true.
You think I don't have...
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never...
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without... We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad...
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down. So we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along. I just need to wait.
Be my guest. Come on, see you later, Traveler and Paimon.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal.
Bye, you two. Take...
अभी पढ़ते हैं क्योंकि भाई मेरे होटल C3
Probably make up for real at some point, right?
मुझे पता है कि वो बहुत अच्छी है, और वॉन्डर को मैंने C2 करने का कोशिश किया था लेकिन C1 ही हुआ। फिर भी 40 डैमेज देता है इसमें। और कुछ सुनना चाहते हो? देखो भाई, कैरेक्टर तो सब अच्छे हैं, लेकिन जो अपना मन करता है वो मैं बोलता हूँ। बात तो तुमने सही करी भाई, कैरेक्टर सारे अच्छे हैं, कंटेंट कोई भी क्लियर कर सकता है अगर प्रॉपर टीम बनाओ ना। और मैं भी वैसे ही करता आया हूँ हमेशा से ना, स्टार्टिंग से ही मैंने वो कैरेक्टर लिए जो मेरे को पसंद है, फिर वैसी टीम बनाई है। तो बात तो तुम सही कह रहे हो।
Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
बात इतनी यार कुछ, बट अपन ये सब नहीं सुनना चाहते थे यार कि तुम्हारा कैरेक्टर ये वो। तुम कुछ तुम्हारे ऐसे गेंशिन की स्टोरी में कुछ ऐसा क्रेजी नहीं हुआ? एकदम क्रेजी, याद करो कुछ कुछ ऐसा तुमने किया हो बिल्कुल।
Ahem. Sorry for popping up out of nowhere again.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from...
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to—
Awesome! Just give us your...
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before?
Oh, yeah. You mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron...
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now.
तो भाई मेरे पे ना एक ऑफर है कि अपन ऑफर नहीं है, ये ऑफर नहीं है, अपन मॉविका करेंगे मे बी, है ना। नेक्स्ट देखो, हम नेक्स्ट नहीं, जो अभी 16 दिन है, 16 दिन सेव, फिर नहीडा का बैनर, फिर नहीडा के दिन 20 दिन सेव, है ना। और उसके बाद चास्का का बैनर आएगा मे बी, है ना। चास्का का भी और फिर जो भी रीरन आएगा मे बी जोंगली या फुरीना, जो भी, वो भी 40 दिन सेव, है ना। और फिर हम C0 मॉविका लेके विद वेपन ये कैरेक्टर करेंगे, ठीक है। हालांकि कुछ बंदों ने लीक कहा है कि चेटलाली जो है वो स्टैंडर्ड कैरेक्टर होने वाली है ना, बट उससे हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता, हम ये कैरेक्टर करेंगे क्योंकि ये क्रायो है ऑन हर रिलीज डेट भाई।
Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
भाई इसके ज्यादा कैरेक्टर डिजाइन अभी तक है नहीं ना किसी का, मे बी औरन का है एकदम अलग सा कैरेक्टर डिजाइन, बट वो 4 स्टार है तो वो तो आ ही जाएगा ना। आइडिया अच्छा है, आइडिया तो बहुत सही है भाई। ये कैरेक्टर मेरे ख्याल से टाइम भी बहुत है, ये तो पायरो आर्कॉन के भी बाद आएगी और मे बी उसके भी बाद, तो हम पे 2 महीने तक है ना। बाकी भाई चार्ल्स भाई, तुमने मैसेज पढ़ा अभी के? मैंने अभी नए 2 और नए मैसेज आ गए, और ये जो न्यू कैरेक्टर आ रहा है वो फिर से रीरन हो जाएगा भाई। मैंने एक बार ग्लिच किया था गेंशिन में, वो मेरा जो ट्रैवलर है 6 लाख का डैमेज दे रहा, नाइस रे ग्लिच भाई। मेरा वॉन्डर ले लो, उसका अच्छा से बिल्ड करना और 1 लाख का डैमेज देगा नॉर्मल अटैक पे। तो तुम्हारा मतलब वेलकिन से तुम लेना क्या चाहते हो? मतलब तुम आगे किस कैरेक्टर की ओर देख रहे हो? ऐसा नहीं है जैसे कि तुम नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर कौन सा ले रहे हो? ये शिलोनिन के लिए सेव कर रहे हो या आर्कॉन के लिए प्रीमो जवाब कर रहे हो?
I'm surprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came.
शिलोनिन ले लिया मैंने भाई। 50-50 थी, अगर 50-50 थी तो गुरु को लिखने दो पहले।
All these years of calling me Granny. and I couldn't do a single thing for him.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
लूज हो गया मेरा ओ तो मतलब guaranteed था.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
मैं 81 पे लूज करा ना चियोरी और फिर हार गया था. उसके बाद मैंने 68 पुल्स और करे, उसके बाद जाके आई है. और वो पुल कुछ तो क्रेजी तरीके से आए हैं ना.
Wait, what are you saying?
Instead of welcoming, you can help that person to build his favorite best called like a personal guide. भाई स्लेयर भाई अकाउंट खोलता है नहीं है, सजेशन देने आ गए तुम.
Look, remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented?
बस अपन हेल्प कर
This is
सकते
the
हैं,
talisman I
अपन
created to
सजेशन
keep it
डिनाई नहीं कर
stable.
रहे. अपन हेल्प कर सकते हैं, बट वेलकिन के पूरे गिव अप में तुम्हारे नाम को बूस्ट देने के लिए भाई थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट लगेगा यार. सजेशन इज सजेशन, अब वो तो है.
And this gem is what makes the talisman. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron.
मुझे तो हुटाओ चाहिए क्योंकि हुटाओ का बर्स्ट 5.7 लाख दे दिया था मेरे पहले अकाउंट में. पहले अकाउंट में मतलब अकाउंट का कुछ सीन हो तुम्हारे. 1/4 ऑफ द क्वेस्ट भाई. अभी 1/4 लिख के तो मेरे को क्विट करवाने
Aoife
थे.
doesn't know
फोर्स कर
what's
रहे हो.
going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
हाँ बोला था. अरे मैसेज कहाँ गए एलियो. मैसेज क्यों डिलीट कर दी नाइट बॉट ने. हाँ. वैसे मैं मैसेज देख सकता हूँ, ये नाइट बॉट ने कुछ तो हरकत दी ना. बट तुमने क्या लिखा. हाँ बोला था तुमने मेरा अकाउंट चला गया. अच्छा अकाउंट चला गया था. ओके ओके कोई नहीं भाई, इस बार पे अपन इसने बट बैन क्यों दिया तुम्हें 5.9 AR का लिखने पे. भाई एक बार स्लेयर 5.9 AR डॉट, ठीक है 5.AR का लिखियो. तेरे को भी बैन देगा क्या, एक बार चेक करना है मेरे को. बैन नहीं दिया, 5 सेकंड का टाइम आउट दिया था बस.
Most people can't, but I can.
कोई नहीं दिया तेरे को, फिर उसको क्यों दे रहा था. खत्म हो गया स्लेव. वही देख नल्ला है भाई. नाइट बॉट का कभी हरकतें देते हैं.
That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
तुम्हारा भी करंट आर्कॉन करंट AR क्या है.
In other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memory.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him.
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down.
54 कर लिया तुमने इतना जल्दी. भाई तुम में डिटर्मिनेशन तो है ना. एक अकाउंट खोया, उसके बाद उसमें C3 थी तुम्हारी होटाओ, फिर ये
I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this?
Huh, that's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago. And
रुको
now,
रुको
I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
थोड़ा सा मैं कॉन्टेक्स्ट ही भूल गया भाई चैट ये चल गया स्टोरी समझ जाएंगे आगे ठीक है
Yeah, you're right. First anger, then tears. Oh, wait!
You're just making it worse, Traveler!
I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good. I don't care, and I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their—
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come with—
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatu—
You... fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it.
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my— Alright, time to sneak into someone else's you heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other— Are you ready?
कैसे क्या भाई बता दो
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
ईफा कौन है भाई ये ईफा की मिस्ट्री नहीं हट रही तो ना
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Oak?
Can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating.
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Only if... By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into...
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just...
appeared out of nowhere?
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone. But if you run into them...
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild.
रुको यहाँ रुक जाते हैं ना 2 सेकंड भाई दोस्त गद्दार निकला है मेरा फोन लेके इंस्टा देख रहा था उसके बाद मेरी जीमेल डिलीट कर दिया मुझे पता भी ना भाई तुम्हारे दोस्त ने तुम्हारा अकाउंट ले लिया पर आर्कन क्वेस्ट की एंडिंग का एनिमेशन बहुत अच्छा है इसलिए वर्थ इट तो अभी भी है भाई मतलब मेरे को आर्कन क्वेस्ट को मैं जज ही नहीं करता ना बेस्ट फ्रेंड था या भाई अब उसने फोन लिया इन फिजिकल समझ रहे हो और फिर लेके जीमेल डिलीट करके वो मैसेज तो जान पहचान वाला ही दोस्त है ना भाई
I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
नहीं भाई मैं थोड़ा गया था और उसने मेरे फोन अभी कैसे रिश्ते हैं भाई वो दोस्त के साथ अब तो अब तो 3 हो गया होगा ना।
Not an inaccurate description.
क्या नहीं भाई, मेरा बेस्ट कोई नहीं भाई। अकेला अच्छे तो सब होते हैं, लोगों का काम होता है, कुछ तो काम होता है ना लोगों का, बट कुछ जरूरी काम होता है ना। इतना तो मैं अब स्पेसिफाई नहीं कर सकता कितना जरूरी होता है, बट बहुत जरूरी होता है। तो अकेला रहना अच्छी बात नहीं होती। तुम डिस्कॉर्ड आ जाओ, अपन चैट में बात करते रहते हैं। चार्ल्स अपना नया दोस्त बन गया है, ये भी हमें ऐसे ही मिला था गेम खेलते हुए, समझ तो ऐसे रैंडम वर्ल्ड में चला गया था मैं। फिर और फिर ये प्रोटेक्टर भी ऐसे ही मिले थे। हम सब रैंडम है, हम कोई किसी को जानते नहीं है। ये स्लेयर जो मैं को जानता है, ये अपन कभी मिले भी नहीं है। अपन नहीं नहीं नहीं, स्लेयर से एक्चुअली मैं एक बार मिल चुका हूँ। हाँ, क्योंकि वो भी पास में ही रहता है मेरे, बट हमें पता नहीं था ऐसे रैंडमली अपन फ्रेंड टू फ्रेंड वाला सीन हो गया था। फिर पता चला ये भी इधर ही मिलता है रहता है। तो तुम ही आ जाओ डिस्कॉर्ड, अपन बात करेंगे, साथ में खेलेंगे। बाकी ग्राइंड वगैरह कर सकते हैं तुम्हारे वर्ल्ड में, अपन साथ में चीजें कर सकते हैं। बाकी ये गिव अवे में तो मैं तुम्हें बूस्ट नहीं कर सकता, बट अपन कुछ बेटर कर सकते हैं तुम्हारे लिए, समझ रहे हो? क्योंकि गिव अवे थोड़ा सा, ये वाला जो गिव अवे वो 100 सब्सक्राइबर वाला गिव अवे, नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में है। वो 100 सब्सक्राइबर वाला गिव अवे में अपन स्कैम नहीं कर सकते, वो गलत बात है। बाकी उसके अलावा हम और कुछ बेटर कर सकते हैं ना।
I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Seatlali is her name.
Granny? What does an outlander want with... I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving? He gave up just like... Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Seatlali.
100 व्यूवर्स होना चाहिए, बात तो तुम सही कह रहे हो ना चार्ल्स, बट 100 व्यूवर मुझे तो मुश्किल लग रहा है ना।
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
बाकी ये बात भी तुमने करेक्ट करी ना, जिस दिन 100 सब्सक्राइबर होने के बाद पहले दिन, जिस दिन 100 व्यू मैंने हिट करे, उस दिन उस दिन एक अबीर भाई को वेलकम और एक रैंडम गिव अवे, ठीक है? क्या बोलते हो, ये सही नहीं है? बट जिस दिन लेजिट 100 सब्सक्राइबर के बाद 100 व्यू हिट करेंगे, उस दिन एक अबीर भाई को वेलकम और सब रैंडम, ठीक है? ये अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को ऑफर बहुत भाई। भारी मजदूरी भाई, मजदूरी करते करते कब बड़े बन जाओगे पता नहीं चलेगा ना। 100 सब तो थोड़ा ओजी तो 2 अकाउंट क्या, 100 सबसे तो थोड़ा लोग तो 2 अकाउंट यूज करते हैं। वही 100 सब्स ना थोड़ा सा अपन क्लोज हैं ऑलरेडी। मेरे 70 सब्स थे, तो 30 सब्स में गिव अवे दूंगा, उसमें 30 100 व्यू वाला बहुत है बढ़िया प्लान लग रहा है भाई। लोडिंग स्क्रीन चेंज हो गई, देखो भाई, मतलब मेमोरी चल रही है नहीं। बट जिस दिन 100 व्यू हिट करेंगे, लेजिट से एक्चुअल,
They've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny.
I can definitely run.
The situation has seen no true improvement.
चल रहे कितना हो गया मेरा? हाँ बता दो। अभी भी 1/4 चल रहा है कि 2/4 हो गया, और फर्स्ट एक्ट कब खत्म होगा थोड़ा सा हिंट दे देना।
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar.
What is it?
My lord,
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside the
भाई कैप्टन भी क्रायो है और सिटलाली भी क्रायो है भाई। भाई ये अगर दोनों साथ में तो कौन सा करेंगे हम?
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the... How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
एक टाइम बाद मजदूरी में मजा आता है। पढ़ा मैंने।
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss?
5.2 में कोई आर्कॉन नहीं है। मे बी इसीलिए इन्होंने इस बार बहुत बड़ा आर्कॉन दिया।
I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really know? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him, and now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual.
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time.
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on this nation is out of...
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until... Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint. Like a soul's trying to escape. Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose... You don't have much time. And you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here.
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical...
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
मैं कब तक स्ट्रीम करूँगा? जब तक ये एक्ट 3 नहीं खत्म हो जाता या तो मेरे को बुला नहीं लेता भी।
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every...
And yet, one of those very beasts saved you.
Then speak.
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So...
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize...
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize. So...
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned.
See, Lali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange. Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Eatsley, someone capable of communicating with the Hoyolab. And the Hoyolab are the key to information on the Night.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night King?
That is not something you need.
Don't forget, I say.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
Traveler, Paimon. Are you two alright?
Paimon's fine, just,
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants. I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
भाई ये बेस्ट नेटलन कैरेक्टर है भाई मेरे लिए ना. क्या वेपन होगा भाई इसका? मे बी ये कैटलिस्ट होने वाली है. कैटलिस्ट और मे बी स्वॉर्ड. स्वॉर्ड बट इस पे अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. पोलाम हुआ तो बेस्ट डीपीएस होगी फिर. पोलाम हुआ तो मस्त हो जाएगा. बट लोग स्टैंडर्ड कह रहे हैं तो मे बी बो वगैरह. बो नहीं होनी चाहिए.
maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh, that kid's got nothing on me. Anyway, back to what we just saw.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to... What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
कैटलिस्ट की ज्यादा चांस. हाँ वही लग रहा है मेरे को भी.
The loom of fate?
कर लिया ज्वाइन. नाइस नाइस. करते हैं अपन फिर. अपना डिस्कॉर्ड बहुत वो है. हम लोग डिस्कॉर्ड पे नॉर्मली मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम इतना करता नहीं हूँ. मतलब करता हूँ एक टाइम पे, बट वो ज़्यादा टाइम मैं ऑफ स्ट्रीम भी बहुत खेलता हूँ ना. पे अपन चार्ल्स वगैरह अपन वही डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन करने से सबको जानने को मिलेगा ना.
It's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable... Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh, that...
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan?
Yes, she needs to know about this.
खत्म हो गया भाई एक्ट 3 में भी। यही है हमारा साइन छुट्टी मारने का। कितने एक्ट है? अरे बाप रे, अभी नहीं खत्म हुआ, चैप्टर खत्म हुआ था रे अभी। एक्ट नहीं, एक्ट खत्म हुआ था, चैप्टर नहीं। हाँ वही वही एक्ट 4। भाई कुछ तो लिखा है इसने, क्या लिखा है? गा परिवाजी, क्या लिख दिया ये? द लॉन्गेस्ट, मैं तो भूल गया था। हाँ, इसमें क्या चमक रहा है? विश भी मिली भाई, 4 विशें मिलेंगी ना। कर दे क्या? देखो एक और लास्ट चीज, सारी विश इकट्ठी करनी कि अभी करो? चार्ल्स भाई तेरे पे ही है। अभी 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 है रेसलर, एक वोट है, मत करो दो वो भाई, 1-1 चल रहा है स्कोर। देखो मेरे पे इस चीज के लिए एक अच्छा ऑप्शन है। ये लो भाई, डाला मैंने तुम लोगों के लिए कुछ। सेव भाई 67%, 50 हो वही। सेव लग रहा है भाई मेरे को तो अपन सेव ही करेंगे फिर। कोई नहीं, एक चैप्टर हमने किया, फिर हम कल करते हैं, है ना? बाकी अपन कल करते हैं। और कुछ करने को होता है क्या? अपन डोमेन कर सकते हैं च्योरी का एक बार ही ना। हाँ भाई, मेरे पास अभी 16 फुल है सेव। नाइस नाइस, तुमने चिल्ड्रन भी ले ली ऊपर से ना। सही कर रहे हो भाई, सही है। मैं सेव भी बहुत कम करता हूँ भाई। अगर मैं इसी स्ट्रीम पे 100 के भी ले आया तो उससे कुछ नहीं होगा। मैंने बताया ना, 100 सब्सक्राइबर के बाद 100 लेजिट व्यूज होने चाहिए, समझ रहे हो? और प्रोनेट तुम जानते हो ना, तुम थोड़े से वैसे बंदे हो, तुम कुछ नहीं, अपने को बोलना नहीं चाहिए पर वैसे मतलब वो लेजिट तरीके नहीं होंगे यार, लेजिट तरीके से अच्छी अच्छा लगता है ना।
I am the cutting edge of fashion. Attack! That's the way. Watch out!
अरे इसने पूरा ब्लॉक मार दिया।
Delicate as silk.
मत बोलो, ठीक है? सब भी मिल जाएगा, सब भी मिल जाएगा मतलब? बट वो लोग रोज देखेंगे, मतलब एक्चुअल सही लोग होंगे क्या? रहने दो ना, वैसे भी स्ट्रीम बंद हो रही है भाई, किसी और दिन करना। मे बी जिस दिन अपन एक्चुअली गिव अवे कर रहे होंगे ना, जिस दिन 100 व्यूज सही में हो जाएंगे, उस दिन तुम अपनी स्कीम लगा देना ना, तो उस दिन 200 हो जाएंगे व्यूज डायरेक्ट। कितना चाहिए? अरे आज नहीं, आज नहीं, अभी तो बंद हो रही है ना स्ट्रीम, अभी क्या करूंगा करके? अभी 200 व्यूज हो गए तो मैं क्रेजी हो जाऊंगा, ऐसा लगेगा लाइफ में कुछ मौका मिस कर दिया मैंने। अभी मत करो कुछ। बाकी कल करते हैं, आर्कॉन कंटिन्यू है ना? चलता मैं 50-50 हो गया वैसे पोल ना अपना। 50% सेव कह रहे, 50% अभी अंत में भाई। 50-50 भी, यहाँ भी 50-50 है। 4 दिन तो अपन सेव ही कर रहे हैं ना, रहने दो। चलो ओके बाय सारे।